Hello and welcome once again to India Today, India Tomorrow, this unique series where we cut across generations to bring you a slice of life. And today we're bringing you not just a slice of life, but a slice of music. Because with us is a unique trio. We've got Shankar Mahadevan, composer, singer who's blazed a trail in the Hindi film industry and beyond. And his sons join us, Siddharth and Shivam. Appreciate the Mahadevans with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are honored. We are honored.
Pleasure.
Wonderful to see all three of you.
Thank you.
And, music is the soul of life.
Absolutely.
And to have three of you together is special. So, Shankar, I want to start with you with the question that has often troubled me in a way. I was a cricketer's son, but at 21 I realized cricket is not in the blood. I just wasn't good enough. Is music in the blood? We've got the Mangeshkars and we've had the Burmans, the Roshans, and now we've got the Mahadevan family.
I really believe that it's part of your DNA. I mean, it's not that it can only be the case, but many a times it happens that it is part of the DNA. Because Siddharth and Shivam, I never ever forced them to do music. I never put any pressure on them. I mean, they're all like sports buffs. These guys are tech geek. I mean, he's got his own. He's academically very good. Me and Sangeeta, my wife, we never ever told them that you have to. But somehow, they just came and they slowly gravitated towards music. So I would say that. Musical elements is there in the DNA, but it's up to you to nurture it and to make it blossom.
No, you're saying therefore the voice and the ability to understand music is inherited.
Yeah. It's like, some people, they are very comfortable with maths. Or some people are very comfortable. They take a pen and they start drawing and it's very natural. So I think it is, if you're a musician and your kids do have that DNA, and music is in the blood, is what I feel.
Did he ever force you? Did your parents ever force
Never.
you? Hey, you've got to become musicians, guys.
No, never.
Honestly.
In fact, I was so inclined to music, like right from when I was probably 4 or 5. We would just jam at home, me and my elder cousin Somil, whom I compose now with and do a lot of music right now. So right from that age, I would love to play the percussion, or I would just try out any instrument that was at home. So it was
is that because it was in the home that he would sing, whether it was in the bathroom or whether it was in the drawing room or the bedroom, he would always be singing?
See, subconscious influence, of course, I'm sure played a massive role in the musicality that we developed over the years, because just being around that quality of music when he would jam with his peers, or whether it was going to the studio, I think the kind of knowledge and subconscious musicality that you build up, that is separate. But an inherent, liking and an interest towards music was always there.
And you're the youngest, so you had dad and elder brother
Siddharth.
both sort of putting, buzzing with music all over the house, jamming away.
Yeah, so I didn't even know if I could sing. Like I was, I think 7 or 8 or something, where one day I was just singing a song that I had recently heard. And then from that day onwards, when they understood that I had the ability to sing a little bit, even at that age, so then since then at small family occasions and gatherings, they asked me to sing a couple of songs.
Which that was? That it was a Lata Mangeshkar ji's Aarti, Ganpati Aarti. Tuza magato mi aata.
Sing it just for a moment. Just give me the first 2 lines.
Tuza magato mi aata, magato aata, tuza magato mi aata.
Lovely. So at the age of 10, you were already singing, I think.
Much younger.
Much younger.
Your first Marathi song.
Yeah, that was my first Marathi
Your
song
first
ever.
Marathi song professionally at the age of 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think another song for a Ganpati album I recorded when I was 9. So it all began for
But you
Gulraj Singh.
forgot, you recorded for a very big Bollywood film even before that. That was Dhoom 3.
No. That was when I was 11. Dhoom
Really?
3. I recorded for Dhoom 3
So
when I
you
was
recorded it for Dhoom 3 at 11. You were at 19, doing Zinda, the big hit in Bhag Milka Bhag. And suddenly, this is 19, this is at the age of 10 and 11. You, on the other hand, Shankar, were an engineer in your early 20s. and suddenly drifted into music.
See, no, I didn't drift into, I was always a musician. See, I was playing the harmonium when I was 3.5 years old. So, music was always there, as you say, in the blood. But my case was my parents were not musicians. But I don't know, it just the whole understanding of the relationship between a melody and its equivalent notes was instant for me. For example, I saw the harmonium, I did not know what instrument it is, and I just started playing Chal 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 Mere Saathi on it.
So you were at the age of 5 learning these instruments,
Already, yeah.
even though your parents were not full-time musicians, but probably interested in music.
Very.
Good sort of Tamil tradition.
Yeah, Tam Brahms.
Tam Brahms.
So, Tam Brahms, you know how it is? It is either engineer or doctor, in those days. So, good educational background, simple, going to school, good marks, college, engineering. So, it was growing at a great pace.
So the music was there as
Always,
a parallel theme.
Yeah.
Even though you became an engineer, and one day you suddenly decide,
Yeah.
"Bahut ho gaya engineering, let's
One day
make a music album."
That was a very funny incident. I told my boss that, kal se I'm changing my career. He thought I was mad because I was a very successful professional engineer working on Oracle actually.
Yes.
And all my friends, they were going to the US. And my passports were also taken. But he had gone down to the garage to, to take a cigarette break. I just want to meet him. And I told him that tomorrow I'm changing my career, boss. He thought, tu pagal ho raha hai yaar. I mean, I've taken your passports, you'll go to the US. No, I have to do it now. It's now or never.
And what was that turning point? What was that moment where you switched and said, I've done it, I'm done with engineering, my real love and passion is music?
What used to happen, every third day I used to get a call for some jingle record. So many of, even when you were in, different channels, many of those signature IDs, many of the alaps, many of the popular commercial brands, I used to sing the alaps, I used to sing the jingles, I used to be busy. And every third day I used to get a call from the studio. And I used to tell my, hey boss, jara office samala na, main ja raha hu, dubbing karke aa raha hu. Because when I used to enter the studio, that was amazing. How do these people, the whole day they're just doing music? What a beautiful life. Kabhi mera bhi ho sakta hai kya? That was the thing. Then I said, forget it, yaar. Let me this was a very cushy, lucrative engineering career, with a typical, house in America. I would have had a nice 2-3 cars, one bungalow, the typical American life, like all my engineering buddies are doing. But then I said, no, I have to risk it. Here it was completely hazy. Nobody, koi bulayega, nahi bulayega, what's going to happen, nothing. I said, I want to take a job.
So you actually took a huge risk in life by doing what you did.
Yes.
For you guys, on the other hand, was it easier, has it been easier, Siddharth and Shivam, for being Shankar Mahadevan's son, that you'll get many more breaks, many more opportunities than he would have got?
No.
You think, you look at it that way?
No, I don't think so. I think maybe you'll get your first break or an opportunity, but then after that, to sustain in this industry is, the people only speak about your success, because you might get one song, or you might get that one opportunity to go and meet a director or meet a composer, and you might get that project, but then nobody's going to call you for the second project if you've not been successful.
Not done a good
No, but I am still seen as the children of Shankar Mahadevan when you go, let's say, to a music director, or you jam, or you do a concert. Are you still seen, constant comparisons? Are they as good as your dad? Does that worry you at all? Are you individuals on your own?
See, I think that's where he's also always told us that, always have your own niche, create your own identity in what you're doing. And, all those comparisons will always be there, and there's nothing wrong in it, because we are his sons. We don't want to not be his sons.
But how are you all different then? What is your, how
we have completely, especially Shivam and I have very different styles. You want
to, tell us how are you all different? What's your style?
He's also a little more interested in, the production, part of the music also, because he composes. I'm not so into composing yet. I definitely want to get into it, but for now, I'm probably more, interested in the technicalities of how a song is supposed to be sung, and he's probably, more interested and gifted when it comes to composing and the technicalities of production of a song. So that way, we're very different, and his genres are different. His likings are different.
Like, he loves to sing classical music. Maybe I'm not the best at singing classical music. So we've got our different styles.
It's generational, right?
Yeah.
He would still like singing classical Carnatic music, for example.
But I think they are comparing among themselves. Huh?
No, this is not with that.
This is not with
This is
that.
not
This
with
is
that.
with both of us.
Just both of us.
So you're telling me that from every generation things are changing. You all have to.
Yeah.
What's your favorite music?
No, that's
What's the music
That's
that
a very,
really?
very difficult question.
What's the music that really sends you? Gives
could
you
be
a
different
high.
every hour.
It's different every hour.
I started, learning music by listening to Lata Mangeshkar ji and by listening to Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab. So it's like I started with, the best female singer the country has ever had, and Bollywood songs that she has sung, and also ghazals. So probably
you?
that is my favorite.
I've always been listening to varied genres of music, like whether it was fusion music, what Dad would do with his bands back in the day, or it was rock like Linkin Park and stuff like that, or R&B artists, hip hop artists.
You're all over the place. Yeah,
completely.
No, he would take a flight from here to Scotland just to see one concert and come back. He's that crazy. Wow. So yeah.
Who did you go to see? Who's
I went to watch. So I love Bruno Mars. So I flew to Ireland to watch him. Just flew alone. Wanted to watch his concert.
I drove 300 kilometers once to listen to Springsteen. Because for me, Bruce
and
Springsteen.
you should do that.
But I could also go 500 kilometers to listen to Kishore Kumar.
Correct. Exactly.
For me, an R.D. Burman concert that I once saw as a student in England at Wembley was special.
And I'm glad you did that, because my life's regret has been I have not met R.D. Burman and Kishore Kumar. Though I've worked with every singer, every hero, every music director in the country, whether it's Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, I have sung with everybody. My only regret is I have not met Kishore Kumar and R.D. Burman.
Any favorite Kishore R.D. song?
Infinite.
Okay.
But if I put you on the spot, which is that Kishore R.D. Song?
Kishore R.D. is a very rare combination.
Yes.
Yeah, but Kishore Kumar, of course.
Which one?
Well, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में कहीं बीत न जाए रहना.
Just to
What
tell
a
our
composition.
Just to tell our viewers, these are 3 singers and 1 bathroom singer. Just keep that in mind.
But सुर में है.
सुर में है यार आपका. But the fact is, Shankar, is it that the training is less today than it was for your generation? The competition is surely intense, but the training, the riyaz, the effort that you started at the age of 5 with all the instruments, is it less for the next generation?
No, all this is a myth here. I feel today's singers, I mean the good ones, let's not even talk about mediocrity. Let's not talk about people who fix their voices on auto-tune and they make a single hit. We are not even talking about them, because mediocrity exists in every art form. So let's not even talk about it. Let's talk about the good singers, people who are dedicated. I can't tell you how professional they are. I can't tell you how hardworking they are. I can't tell you how prepared they are. And the technicalities, the professionalism, the etiquettes. I'm talking about, say for example, getting a studio to singer to the studio. When he or she comes, she or he, they are very well prepared, very well, they know what's happening.
Do they have the voices of a Kishore or a Lata?
See, that we can't predict now. See, how can you say anybody can have, they have their own. Now look at Arijit Singh. I mean, I think he's fabulous. He's a fabulous artist. He is the only artist who probably knows how to write notations, Whereas, there are many singers who don't know whether it's what is a sa, what is a pa, what is a da. They're just shooting in the dark. But this guy, Arijit Singh, Shreya Ghoshal, they are all fabulous. Sonu Nigam, when they come on in the studio, bang on. They're bang on.
Now one of the more interesting aspects of music, because of the age of online, is you can take music across all boundaries almost instantly in real time. And you set up an online academy of music.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that. I mean, is that also part of India tomorrow in a way?
Well, it's part of India today and India tomorrow, because just the convenience of, see, if you ask a young kid today to sit in one place and sing 1 hour of only Sa and Re, he probably might, just lose interest and run away, because everything is fast, everything is on the mobile phone, everything. You need to, though you're teaching a traditional art form, you need to package it in such a way that you maintain the interest of the generation. So I set up an academy, Shankar Mahadevan Academy, along with my partner Sridhar Ranganathan, both of us engineers. That's where my engineering has come of use. So now this online academy, we started with 10 students 10 years back, and now we are in 88 countries.
88 countries.
88 countries, and teaching music 24/7, because teachers are there. I've got over 100 teachers from all over the world, so depending on the time zones, and it's an amazing academy. I'm not saying it because it's mine, but the way it is shaped up, because of my partner Sridhar, he's a tech genius, and he set it up in such a way that people are so happy with this academy. And we are teaching hardcore Indian classical music, Hindustani, Carnatic, film songs, bhajans, everywhere.
Because there is this, there is this belief that the Guru Shishya Parampara, which was spoken about for years, for decades, for centuries, is getting diluted. Does your generation still, venerate the idea of having a guru, having someone whom you learn from, train from, or, because there is this myth that younger India is not interested in the Guru Shishya Parampara as much as the previous generation was. Are you as devoted to the idea that you could learn from someone, whether online, offline?
It all depends on what you want to learn, what kind of music you want to get into. When you have to learn Indian classical music, you have to learn from a guru. You have to learn from someone who is experienced, who has learned, and who can teach you that kind of music. So, when you talk about the academy, the teachers have to know how to teach. And and the students have to be interested to learn, and only if you're interested to learn hardcore classical music is when you have to have that Guru Shishya Parampara, which is still there.
No, but is this younger India, your India, interested in classical music?
Not
or
everybody.
Not everybody,
Not
definitely,
everybody.
yeah.
Or
I don't
is
think
it
was
getting,
before also.
no, but is it getting lost out because of this emphasis on
No,
this?
if Indian classical music was getting lost out, my academy wouldn't be present in 88 countries.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, what people misunderstand is, when you learn classical music, it is only to perform classical music.
Yeah.
That is not the reason for learning classical music.
Absolutely.
You learn classical music, but you do acid jazz. Nobody cares. You are just increasing your fundamentals. You're making it stronger. It's your alphabets, your grammar of the language of music becomes strong.
My friends in South India and Tamil Nadu in particular will be very upset if you don't, in a way, give us a glimpse of, a classical song at this moment.
Of course.
Something that, a Carnatic music song that truly sort of
Why not?
inspires you.
Which one? No, I'll sing Mahaganapati. Mahaganapate namo namo Shri Mahaganapate namo namo Shri Maheshwara Putra Shri Ganapate Mahaganapate Gari dhani dhari gapa bagari dhari Mahaganapate Nidhari nidhani barina bazani bagare Maha. Now this is all improvisation. So classical music, it just makes your horizons wider. You can just think better. You can just speak better the language of music. It's as simple as that. Nobody wants everybody to come and perform at the Savai Gandharva. It's not that. That is not the purpose. And now the youngsters, they are understanding that. Your fundamentals become strong.
I was very impressed when I heard that you'd sung these Marathi devotional songs. I mean, presumably that again came from within somewhere.
I mean, the first song that he sang when he was 9 years old, it's such a difficult song. Just sing that one line of Manamandira, no?
Oh, Manamandira.
Sing with me, no?
मनमंदिरा ते जाने उजळून घे साधका संवेदना संवादे सवेदना जबदाना मनमंदिरा मनमंदिरा Manamandira. This is the first song.
And music knows no language. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so what's interesting about this song is the film has a Guru Shishya kind of a parampara in which
It's from the film Katiyar Kalsa.
loosely, yeah. So he has acted in the film. He is the Panditji in the film, and he is playing the Guru. And the Shishya's voice is my voice, and the Guru's voice is obviously him, because so it's a very.
You should watch the film. It's amazing.
And you're composing for Marathi cinema. So in a way, the language of music cuts across all barriers. Right. And that makes it in a way so special.
And let me tell you now, we have also found a bigger purpose of music. With my academy, we are performing for varied people. For example, for people who have got terminally ill, diseases, cancer patients, people who are old. Loneliness is something that kills you, and music heals. We are performing every day. One concert every day from my academy. Either the teachers or the students or sometimes myself. Every day there's a concert happening, and we call it Nirvana. And that is what we found out as the biggest purpose for music. No money, no economics, nothing. आपको चाहिए, आपके पास NGO है, आपके पास hospital है, आपको performance चाहिए, हम करेंगे. We go and ask them. And every day we are doing one concert. Online, huh?
When you're not doing music, what do the 3 S's do? How do you chill out, yaar? Or is it music 24/7?
You should say this.
No, it's Sunday today, so probably will enter the kitchen, make something to eat.
He is one of the most unbelievable chefs.
Who? Shankar?
Dad, yeah.
Yeah? What do you cook?
My
Everything.
cooking is, it's not just a hobby. Huh?
It's an art.
It is passion,
Serious
soul.
passion.
My wife seriously believes that my passion for cooking is slightly more than even music.
What is the best?
Everything. I make South Indian, I make Thai, I make bolo na.
Classic,
Today only he was asking us, what do you want for lunch? So he gave us 10 different options. He gave us 10 different options. He could have made, I am a vegetarian, so he could make a prawn moili for him, but a veg moili for me, Kerala, that is Kerala. But he can also make Asian food for us. He can make Thai Penang curry for us.
So he composes food as in the manner that he composes music,
totally,
with
very
love and
passionate
with your
about it.
soul right into it, right?
And cooking is so much like creating a song.
Yeah.
But tera favorite dish kya hai? What is your favorite? What is the Shankar Mahadevan
His
special?
favorite dish would be just curd rice. I think that is
My
No, sambar rice for him.
No, he's asking what I cook.
what he makes.
What he makes.
Very, very, very.
I think I love his Thai Penang curry.
Yeah, his Thai curry would be one of
Thai Penang curry.
Yeah. That is
And
one of my
it's serious cooking. I've got a teppanyaki grill in my kitchen. So you can.
So if
I've
you were not a
installed
music composer, you might be a Michelin chef.
100%. And I know that one day I will get into the food business. I know for sure.
It's one of his dreams to merge music and food somehow together.
I want to do a show where I have music and food together. Nobody has done it. I want to do it.
ऐसा करते हैं. You see, I do a show called Elections on My Plate, where I go
love
across
that. Where you enter into people's
houses and I see what's cooking. So what we have to do is we have to combine now music on my plate with Elections on My Plate.
Superb, done.
Superb hit show.
Great.
We'll take it to Netflix or Amazon as an OTT show. Shankar Mahadevan, music on my plate meets food on my plate, Elections on my plate.
Great idea.
There's an idea there.
Yeah.
इसी तरह से, this is fusion.
This is jamming. Huh?
Jamming, new style jamming. Out of all the songs that you've been singing, and there are lots of wonderful ones. Anyone from your own film over the years that you, Shankar, Ehsan, Loy always sing together and say, this was the song that made us? Or that is particularly special to you?
I think to a certain extent, Dil Chahta Hai, but then I think Kal Ho Na Ho is something that it's written so beautifully that Har Pal Yahan, and after COVID, you just realize that you don't need that much, You live every minute to the fullest.
Absolutely.
Because you never know
I
what's
agree
going to
with
happen.
you. Live in the moment.
Let's do Kal Ho Na Ho.
Yeah.
हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी छाँव है कभी कभी है धूप जिंदगी हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो जो है समा कल हो ना हो. This is thanks to my partners Ehsan and Loy.
Yeah.
Wonderful guys. Do you feel in a way that are there more opportunities for you to do different things? You could do a song for YouTube. You could, you could have your own album. You don't rely only on film music. Has your generation moved away from saying, look, to make it, I have to be a film singer or a film composer?
Completely agreed. Because the avenue.
You're out of film. Film music is not the ultimate goal.
Not
now.
the only.
It's not the only goal. I would
Okay.
say now. See, doing film music is great because it like masses consume it.
Sure.
But also in today's day and age, the consumption of content is across so many different platforms, across so many different channels, and you can do so many things in different ways to put out your music, whether it's collaborations, whether it's just your YouTube, your Instagram. There's so many amazing streaming platforms, Spotify. I've been told that there's a stat that people consume way more content, audio content. I'm talking about like songs and stuff, just purely by streaming them than by watching who's an actor on it or whatever like that.
I'm seeing more and more people jamming. I was today on Marine Drive, and there were young groups of people jamming. I said, what do you put? I'm going to put it out on YouTube. So they're preparing their own little YouTube platforms and putting out their music.
Yeah. Now, I'll give you a small example. When was the day when Shreya had come? She was singing for me and you were also in the studio. Shreya Ghoshal.
Yeah.
And these two, I mean, they're very friendly. And they just put that, sing that Sargam now. What was that? You all sang together.
Amit.
Deem ta dana derena, deem ta dana dena, dhani sama zagamada, ni da magapa, gamapa sa sa, gamapa ni, gamapa ni da magare gamada pa, rima pada mapani ni da maga gamare zani zare re mama papa da da pamanini, ni re zani zani da mapa dani da magare gare zani zare re ga.
So this, they just, I mean, Shreya, okay, let's do this. And I just put the camera and they both sang this together. And what is the kind of viewership you all have?
Yeah, a lot of views that I've got for that. Even social media has become such a big platform, to put out your stuff. Now, people have started, using reels on Instagram that are these 1-minute videos that, have a very big reach. So you put out your music there and, you have a viewership that probably YouTube also doesn't give you.
Sure. So very different to when you started off. I mean, you were doing your advertising jingles at best.
Yeah.
Before you sort of got your big break, you did Breathless on your own, of course.
Exactly.
The ad stuff still happens.
The ad stuff still happens, of course, but it's just one element of various things happening. Does that, you think, make it easier in a way for today's generation than it was for your generation? Did you have lesser opportunities in a way to showcase your talent?
People like us, we used to only look up to maybe either a non-film song and go and we literally have to beg to a music company. Yeah, I have an album. I never had to do it, luckily for me. I'm just talking about generally an artist. If he has a song, he didn't know how to put it out. He had to go and approach a big music company. The music company will throw their tantrum saying that, no, don't do this, change this, make this a little more peppy, add a little more, this hook is not powerful enough, whatever. So you had to depend on a music company to release your thing. Would you believe it if I tell you that the music company which signed me for Breathless, Saregama that time, I can tell you now, they were not ready to do the video of Breathless. They felt that it was not catchy enough. Can you believe it? Javed ji, Farhan Akhtar, myself, we all literally argued with the CEO of the company. Said, please, this is a new concept, let's do it. Please have faith in us. Ek to hamare par bharosa karo. Then okay, chalo, theek hai. And they put it on and see what's happened to Breathless. It's a cult song, yeah.
Before we go into the break, let's give a sense for this generation about Breathless.
Oh, you want me to sing?
Yeah.
Let's sing it together.
Yes, let's sing it together.
1, 2, 3, 4. कोई जो मिला तो मुझे ऐसा लगता था जैसे मेरी सारी दुनिया में गीतों की रुत और रंगों की बरखा है, खुशबू की आंधी है, महकी हुई सी अब सारी फिजाएं, बहकी हुई सी अब सारी हवाएं, खोई हुई सी अब सारी दिशाएं, बदली हुई सी अब सारी अदाएं, जागी उमंगे धड़क रहा है दिल सांसों में तूफान, होठों में नगमे हैं, आंखों में सपने, सपनों में बीते हुए सारे वो लम्हे हैं, जब कोई आया था नजरों पे छाया था, दिल में समाया, कैसे मैं बताऊं तुम्हें कैसा उसे पाया था, प्यारे से चेहरे पे बिखरी जो जुल्फे तो ऐसा लगता था जैसे कोहरे के पीछे एक होश में धुला हुआ फूल खिलाए, जैसे बादल में एक चांद छुपाए और चांद रहा है, जैसे रात के पर्दे में एक सवेरा है, रोशन रोशन आंखों में सपनों का सागर, जिसमें प्रेम सितारों की चादर जैसे झलक रही है, लहरों लहरों बात करे तो जैसे मोती बरसे, जैसे कहीं चांद की पायल गूंजे, जैसे कहीं शीशे के जाम गिरे और छन से टूटे, जैसे कोई चुपके से तार बजाए, जैसे कोई चांदनी रात में गाए, जैसे कोई हॉल से पास बुलाए। कैसी मीठी बातें थी वो, कैसी मुलाकातें थी वो, जब मैंने जाना था नजरों से कैसे पिघलते हैं दिल और आरज़ू पाती है कैसी मंजिल, और कैसे उतरता है चांद ज़मीन पर, कैसे कभी लगता है स्वर्ग अगर है तो बस यहीं पर।
You know,
And so on and so forth.
I'm almost breathless just listening to the three of you. Fantastic.
I think
You
this
know
is
what?
probably the first time we have done Breathless
Actually, the
together.
first time we've done Breathless together.
Yeah, I have never, we
You
have
know,
never done it together.
It
We never do it because
It's his song.
It's
They
his
just leave it
song.
to
But
him.
I
It's
keep
that
telling
song.
them in your shows, you all should sing Breathless. They say, no, Dad,
No,
it's
this
your
only
song.
you
How
can
can we
sing.
sing it?
We
तो
can't
उनका
sing
वो,
this.
you know,
Hey, yaar,
but they should do it.
शंकर महादेवन का पेटेंट भी होना
तो
चाहिए.
क्या हो गया? बच्चे
That's
हैं,
true.
मेरे बच्चे हैं,
Completely agree.
मेरे products हैं.
That's true. DNA.
Yes.
It's all about the DNA.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.